Hey everyone, today I have an interesting little video. It's not wrestling related, but it is magazine related. And for all you hockey fans out there who watch these videos, you might enjoy this because it's a little blast from the past, what I'm going to show you here. So my friend, my buddy, Zeke Zanzibar, he's gotten into collecting early 90s hockey cards. Now, I already did this gimmick 6 years ago before COVID when they were dirt cheap. I bought all the sets from 1991, from 91, 92, the era that I remember collecting the most as a kid. You know, the hot rookies of Mark Recchi and Jaromir Jagr and Kevin Stevens and Jeremy Roenick, Eddie Belfour, you know, Sergei Fedorov, that era, Eric Lindros, that was the era. So I already did all that. And I collected Beckett price guides back then too. And then I ended up deciding to sell them because I wanted to get into the wrestling magazine collection more so. And I did that. I don't regret it because the reason why is because the wrestling magazines was way better, let's be honest. But with him getting back into this 90s hockey, it kind of rejuvenated my love for 90s hockey again. I'm thinking, man, I don't regret selling the Becketts, but I do kind of regret selling some of the Becketts because there was some I had that I just liked because I either had them as a kid or I just always wanted them because of who was on the cover. So I went out and I rebought them for like $8 each, free shipping. It cost me like $40-something to get these. I think 42 because with tax. So I'm going to show them off today. Like I said, this isn't a wrestling one. This is a hockey one. So if you don't like it, then I probably wouldn't watch this. But if you do like hockey, feel free to watch this video. So we start off with this one right here. I got an Eric Lindros cover from July 1991. That's him with the playing for Team Canada. That's the hockey card that came out that year for that same look that Lindros has there. And the best thing about these is that you get a player on the back. There's John Cullen with the Hartford Whalers, who was probably pissed he got traded to the Whalers off the Penguins because of that. The Penguins ended up winning a Stanley Cup that year because they got Ron Francis for Johnny Cullen. So that sucked for him. Now, next one, I had this magazine as a kid. And now I'm glad I got it again. And I love both the front and the back covers. It's July 91, so it follows that one. We got Ed Belfour with the Ed Belfour rookie at the bottom there. Let me see if I want to try to get this up just a bit to see better. There we go. That looks good. All right, so Ed Belfour with the rookie, and this is why I got this. Mark Recchi, my favorite hockey player of all time, right there on the back with the 1990-91 score rookie card. I wish he would have been on the front. He never made a front cover, unfortunately, that I know of, just the back, but there's a good shot of Ed Belfour at least. Now, following that, we got August 91 with one of the best, Mario Lemieux, on the cover there. And Mario, of course, one of my favorites as well. And on the back, we got Mark Messier and Dennis Potvin. And talking about their Stanley Cup wins, Messier has 5 with 83, 84, 84, 85, 86, 87, 87, 88, and 89, 90. And Dennis has 79, 80, 80, 81, 81, 82, 82, 83. Wow, the New York Islanders, they were a beast of a team in the early 80s there. And I think, if I remember correctly, 82, 83, they beat Edmonton in the finals. And then the next year, 83, 84, Edmonton beat the Islanders in the finals. So, but yeah, I had to get that because of Mario. Next up is September 91. Wow, that fit perfectly. And now we got Jaromir Jagr on the cover there, number 68 for the Penguins. And on the back, Theo Fleury from the Calgary Flames. So that one was a nice addition. And last but not least, a magazine I had as a kid as well. This is from March 93. We got Teemu Selanne on the cover, and the only reason why I had to get this is right there. Mark Recchi on the back, only in this Philadelphia Flyers jersey this time. So, yeah. Like, this is kind of cool to me because, you know, I was always a fan of hockey, and let me see if I can fix this a little bit more. This is kind of bugging me. I messed this up the other day. I don't want it to be too high or too... There, that's good enough. Yeah, I was a fan of hockey. Loved the early 90s hockey. And being Canadian, I guess I kind of have to like hockey, right? There's kind of like this... I don't know what you call it, this rite of passion that if you're Canadian, you must like hockey. Well, I do like hockey. I liked hockey then. I don't really watch it now. I think the last time I really watched a game was like maybe 2016 or so when Pittsburgh was in the Stanley Cup Finals again. I know they won the Cup 2 years in a row there. So I kind of watched that, and I was familiar with them a bit because I did follow it in 2009 when they won the Cup with Sidney Crosby and Malkin and Chris Letang and Marc-Andre Fleury and all that on the team. Tyler Kennedy, Maxime Talbot. I do have a vague memory. Billy Guerin, he played for him then. So, but it was the 91, 92 era that I loved the most with Mario, Yager, Recchi, Stevens, which I will be getting as well. So there is another one I'm getting. I think it might be from early 92. It's got Pavel Bure on the cover, and on the back is Kevin Stevens in the Pittsburgh jersey. So I'm going to have 4 of my favorite Penguins players in their outfits with the Beckett magazine. Now, for funsies, let's take a look at how much some of these cards were worth back then. If you were a card collector in the 90s, you know that you thought you had big, big prices for cards because that's what they were telling us. So, let's see here. Upper Deck. Jaromir Jagr's rookie card is going up, just went up to $7.50. I bet you it's not even worth that much now. The best is the future superstar of Eric Lindros, if that's in here, which it should be. Probably this page. Yeah. Eric Lindros' rookie card going for $14 and going up. Now it's worth a total of maybe 14 cents. It was so overly mass-produced, and these cards are just not worth anything anymore than 1990-91. You can still go on eBay and buy complete closed sets of that era. You can buy complete closed wax boxes of that era with the packs still inside. You could buy a box, like, you know how you went to your store, your variety store when you were like a kid in the late 80s, early 90s, and the box of hockey cards was there, and you buy a pack for like $1.50 or whatever. Well, now you can buy the entire wax box of those with all 36 packs inside. You can open them up, put together your own sets if you want to, because it was so overly mass produced. It's insane. When I was collecting 6 years ago or so, before COVID, I was buying actual wax boxes of these cards and opening them up and putting together the sets. So my 1990, 91, and 91, 92 sets I own are just perfect because they're just brand new, ripped open by me. I put them together. They look great. I didn't have to buy old sets from that era that someone collected when they were a kid, which do exist too, but I'm just saying it just sucks that era isn't worth anything when that was like one of the hottest eras for hockey, to be a fan, to be a collector at that time in the 90s. Much like the wrestling magazines of the early 90s, right? Let's be honest, they're pretty much easy to get and easy to find, especially, stuff like the PWIs here, right? Like these shouldn't be expensive at all. These are easy to get still. Because they, I feel like wrestling in general in the early 90s, just like hockey, it was everywhere. It was still pretty hot. Also, while I'm here, I might as well show this. I picked it up yesterday. There we go. John Cena. John Cena is now 17th time WWE champion. It's a special XL issue. They have full event coverage of AEW, TNA, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Major League Wrestling, GCW, Stardom, plus, of course, WrestleMania that year with Cena winning the title off the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. This is at your local grocery store, your Walmart, your Shoppers Drug Mart, your variety stores, wherever you go. It costs Canadian-wise $13.75. You Americans get it for $9.99. So I don't understand the exchange rate at all for things. Why Canada is $13.75 and you guys are $9.99. I will never, ever, ever understand exchange rates till the day I die. It makes zero sense. You know what else makes zero sense? People who are Canadian who sell on ebay.ca with American prices. It's like, if you want more money, just sell your items higher priced on eBay. All right. Also, I am selling stuff on eBay right now. I did take the plunge. I put on my doubles that I had of the magazines. I put up my WrestleMania 2 double that I had program. I put it up, I think, for $75 with free shipping. Free shipping meaning I'm going to send it with tracking. So it's not like it's going to be, sent via snail mail in case it gets lost too. That's too much money to jeopardize. I'd rather have it tracking. So really, I'm only making eBay would take like so much of that. So I'd probably be making like $55 out of that, or whatever. I don't care. It'd be nice to sell and just get rid of it, and maybe someone who always wanted it could add it to their collection. So yeah, that's what I've been doing the last few days, doing the magazines, waiting for these Becketts, picking up this Pro Wrestling Illustrated with John Cena on the cover, as Santino Marella would call him. And I think Paul London called him that too. I think he even said his name's not Cena. He says it's pronounced Cena or something. So that might be some truth to that. Who knows? All right, guys. This is just a little video today to show you what I got that's new. So I think I might do a fun video for my next one, which will probably be tomorrow. Like I said, I still got the weekend. It's day 3 of my little mini vacay away from work and away from the girlfriend who's at work for the last 4 days. So, that's going to be great. Tomorrow's my last day of enjoying that. So I'll probably do a fun video tomorrow since I have all the time in the world to do so now, with her not around to ask what I'm doing. I don't have to worry about that because I now have the freedom today to do whatever I want to do without her saying, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" So, yeah. All right, guys. Until I do my next one, I'll talk to you later.